Is Ash Ketchum a good Pokemon trainer? Part 2. How do we answer this question? Well, last time we focused on Ash's decision making. Today we're addressing the two biggest problems people have with young Master Ketchum: not evolving his Pokemon and releasing his Pokemon. Is there a way of quantifying this? You bet there is. Base stats. Every single Pokemon has base stats. Here's Mr. Mimes. By looking at the base stat totals of Ash's Pokemon, we can get a percentage of the stat values he has out of what he should have if he fully evolved and kept his Pokemon. An example: Ash has a Bulbasaur, which has a base stat total of 318, while its final evolution, Venusaur, has a base stat total of 525. 318 divided by 525 times 100 equals 61%. Ash has 61% of the stats he should have in this particular case. I've done this for all his Pokemon. Does this work for releasing? Yes. When Ash releases a Pokemon, its stats go out the window with it, essentially giving him 0% of the stats he should have for that Pokemon. Boom! Pie. So the whole pie represents the base stat totals that Ash could have if he evolved and kept his Pokemon. If you want a number, it's 27,212. And the blue represents the base stat total that Ash actually has. Again, number 21,360. That is 78%. That sounds alright, doesn't it? Well, it isn't. The difference between the stats he has and the stats he should have, this orange bit here, is 5,852. Now that just sounds like a meaningless number, so I'll put it in a bit of perspective for you. That is 8 and a bit Mewtwo's worth of stats he's missing out on. I think this might answer the question. No, Ash Ketchum is not a good Pokemon trainer. So who are the worst offenders, apart from Ash himself, of course? Which Pokemon cost us the most stats? Well, we can actually break it into 5 quite distinct categories. First category are the middle evolutions that never made it to their final form. Why didn't they? They were halfway there. Next category are Pokemon in 2-stage evolution lines that stayed in their first forms. All 3 of these are kind of the same colour. Third category are Pokemon in 3-stage evolutionary lines, but stayed in their first form. Do you have to keep them unevolved all season long? Infernape says no. Next category is just a single Pokemon. Gible has a category all to itself because Gible's final form is Garchomp, a pseudo-legendary. Big oof. But even Gible pales in comparison to the releases. Ash, according to Bulbapedia, has officially released 6 Pokemon. Butterfree flapped away and we all cried. Pidgeot. Ash said he was going back for it. It's been 23 years and I'm starting to lose hope. Lapras. It has a G-Max form now. What could have been? Naganadel. That's an Ultra Beast. Then there's Goodra. Remember when we talked about all the stats Ash could have had by evolving his Gible? Well, he had a second shot at those pseudo-legendary stats with Goodra, and he got them. And then he let them go. And lastly, we have Greninja. Oh no. 640 points that Ash just released. Hey, it was his choice, I suppose. It was, oh my god, the wrong choice. But it was his choice to make. Sums him up quite well, really. Choices were made.